Mavs Nation, what is good? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have some insane news to break for you. Not only am I going to break the news, but I'm also going to deep dive into some film and show you what life would be with Klay Thompson on the Dallas Mavericks. And you guys are probably like, what? Okay, let's break the news. Klay Thompson is interested in joining the Dallas Mavericks, according to Mark Stein. If you don't know who that is, he is a highly reliable NBA source, okay? Now, he also says the latest evidence of that amid a growing belief league-wide that Thompson's relationship with the Golden State Warriors is basically, it's not going to be fixed, okay? They don't want to pay him the big money. Someone else will, and it's probably going to be the Dallas Mavericks. Whenever you see news like this break, in 2 months from now, you're going to see, okay, the Mavericks are now being investigated for whatever it may be, right? That's just how things work out in the NBA. Now, there is a strong mutual interest between Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks, and they're expected to talk when free agency opens up Sunday evening. Guys, this couldn't be more of a clear-cut sign that at the very, very least, Klay Thompson is going to do his due diligence, and he might be suiting up for the Dallas Mavericks next season. Let's break down why it would be the perfect fit for the Dallas Mavericks, not only as Klay Thompson, but for Luka and Kyrie next season. Let's talk all about it. All right, the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to Klay Thompson is the clutch ability. And before we even jump into the film, I do want to say this, right? Klay Thompson, according to NBA media, Warriors fans around the world, had a bad season. Okay, you know what a bad season is for Klay Thompson? 38% from three, which is really good if you didn't know, and averaging 17, basically 18 points a game. Bad season is crazy, right? That is just what I feel like. I think this is an insane thing to say that he had a bad year. With that being said, let's dive into the film. The clutch gene, for me, is probably the most important piece of Klay Thompson's game. Now, over the past couple of days, I've been preaching that Jeremy Grant would be a great fit for this team, but Klay Thompson is a jump above. Now, Klay's a little bit older, I get it, but he has championship pedigree, he knows what it takes to win a championship, and he's one of the best, still one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, and he can still be a very good defender. And now, all of a sudden, even after a decent season with the Golden State Warriors, he has a chip on his shoulder. People think he is washed. People think he can't do it no more. People think he's not a good shooter anymore. And then again, you see these shots, last shot of the game, pull up three to tie, gets it to go, we're going to overtime, right? Winning in last game, that last highlight we watched, winning that game. The clutch gene is the most important thing. Dallas Mavericks just went to the NBA Finals. Being clutch is what they need to do. Klay Thompson is the perfect example of that. All right, now watch this play here by Klay Thompson. He's going to get to the corner, fill the lane extremely well. This is something he has been doing for the entirety of his career, well, at least the majority, right? Now, watch how crazy this is. He is going to keep that right foot, or actually left foot, down on the ground. He's going to up fake, knowing the person around him. He knows that Alperen Sengun is going to jump to contest his shot. He keeps that foot on the ground, comes down, settles, and is able to take a wide open three instead of a highly contested three, and he gets it to go. The IQ of Klay Thompson offensively is different. Not only is he a guy that can create his own shot, but more importantly, he's a guy that thrives off ball, okay? Now, what I want you guys to do in your heads is think about this Dallas Mavericks team. He's not going to have to play too much on-ball offense, right? You have Luka, you have Kyrie. Think about the screen setters, okay? For the majority of the season, the Dallas Mavericks had to run a lot of pick and roll with the main ball handler, Kyrie, Luka. Now, you add a whole different dynamic to your offense, where instead of Derek Lively coming up, setting that high pick and roll for Luka, getting the mismatch, now you can set a screen for Klay Thompson. Daniel Gafford can set a screen for Klay Thompson to get him open. Now your whole offense adds a whole new layer of something for the defense, the opposing defensive minds to stop. How do you stop now a new layer of their team? Okay, and I think they can do it really well. Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford are really good screen setters, and Klay Thompson's ability to stop, pop on a dime and get shots to fall is unbelievable. And I haven't even mentioned the best part of Klay. Okay, the best part of his game is the shooting, but we haven't even talked about the second best part of Klay Thompson's game. Now, again, hit another clutch shot right there. Before we get to the next part of Klay Thompson and why he's going to be lethal for the Dallas Mavericks if this does happen, before we get into that, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, guys, and we will be doing videos like this all year long for the Dallas Mavericks. Free agency videos, training camp videos, preseason breakdown, film breakdown for regular season. I mean, if you guys aren't joining the family yet, join the family right now, man. Don't miss too much more. We're going to be doing it all year long, everything you need to know, and we're going to be streaming some Summer League games on my Twitch. If you want to watch those with me, it's Matty Dubs with 3 S's. But man, let's dive right back into the video. Now, one of my favorite things about Klay Thompson is this right here. And quite frankly, this is a play on the Dallas Mavericks from a couple of years ago. I know a lot of people don't think he still has the mentality of being a good defender, but he still does. He is at perfect height. He's got that 6'6", 6'7" type of frame where you can switch onto guards, point guards, shooting guards, wings, right? This dude could defend multiple different positions at a good level, right? So adding another wing defender is perfect. I don't know if you guys caught my last video about Quentin Grimes, but go check that one out because he's another underrated wing defender who can shoot threes as well. You can tell what the Dallas Mavericks are doing, adding more wings, adding more versatility. Quentin Grimes is also a very good passer, high IQ player. Klay Thompson is the same thing. High IQ, good defender, and can shoot threes like crazy. They're having a really good offseason right now. If you guys, I didn't mean to put that mark in, but if you guys don't understand that, I don't know what you guys are thinking about. They're trying to make their team so much more dynamic, and that's what they have done so far. Look at Klay Thompson on this play versus Luka, playing intense defense, keeping those arms straight up, contesting Luka's floater, and ends up being front rim no good, right? And you can go down list. The man is extremely versatile defensively. Again, can cover guards, wings, anything you want. Again, contesting without fouling, making the shooter's life tough. Here we go again. Now he's on Marcus Morris in the corner. This is a guy, Marcus Morris, who is a very good post-up, fadeaway, mid-range type of guy. I don't even know what happened on the play, but I'm guessing fadeaway, mid-range, good contest by Klay Thompson, right? We go down line, versus Chris Middleton. Gets his hand into the cookie jar, forces a little bit of a mishandle of the ball here for Chris Middleton, and again, forces him into a tough fadeaway mid-range. I mean, almost every single player that he's defended in this video has, forced a fadeaway mid-range. Let's see what happens here. So Klay Thompson is probably going to send a double team if I had to guess once he goes up in this motion here. If you're Lauri Markkanen, he does. Blocks the shot. Unbelievable block there by Klay Thompson. Again, these are highlights from a couple of years ago, but he still shows the same mentality defensively. He may be a little bit slower, but still shows the versatility. Good double team there on your main ball handler, CJ McCollum. Stays right in front of him, gives him no room to even look at where his guys are. Forces a pass, does get it, but look at this. Look, it just stays in front, making the life of that man just so difficult. Don't know why that one showed again, but here we go again. Getting in front of Bojan Bogdanovic. In his face, in his grill, fadeaway, tough mid-range, no good, right? I see Davion Mitchell, who was just traded recently. I already forget who he was traded to, honestly. Where was it? My mind is blanking. But here we go. I mean, we could just keep going. Unbelievable defense by Klay Thompson. So again, we break down everything in this video in terms of the three-point shooting. Major upgrade for them. Major upgrade for them from what we saw in the finals, right? You talk about another guy who can switch onto multiple different players, multiple different positions, guards, wings, bigs, whoever it may, maybe not bigs, depending on who they are. Klay Thompson is a guy who can play legitimate defense, can hit legitimate threes, can play on ball or off ball defensively. Offensively, though, he can play off ball as well, right? You can come off screens. Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington setting a screen for Klay Thompson. The amount of things that they're going to be able to run if Klay Thompson does sign is going to be super, super dynamic. And to be quite honest with you, Mavs fans, I apologize. You guys probably see that Celtics flag in the back. I am from Boston, okay? But I'm extremely unbiased. Okay, with that being said, I will admit one thing. The Mavericks, outside of maybe game 4, were extremely predictable. High, pick and roll, get a mismatch, ISO. That's it. That's all they would run. Luka, Kyrie by the fourth quarter, dead tired. Now, you add a Klay, you add a Quentin Grimes, 2 high IQ, 3-point shooters, can pass the ball, can play defense, can switch defensively. Makes them more versatile. Again, if I'm a team in the West, hell, if I'm the Boston Celtics, they get Klay Thompson, I do become a little bit nervous because Klay Thompson is a big addition from you being in the finals. That's all I'm going to say. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. We're going to be covering the Mavericks throughout the entirety of the offseason, so make sure you guys join the family. This looks like it could happen. It really does.